Warmly welcome to lesson number 41 in A Course in Miracles, me reading and reflecting upon the lessons, the texts, bits and pieces as we go. Lesson number 41. God goes with me wherever I go. Today's lesson is about, it will help us to surrender and to guide us away from that feeling of separatedness and loneliness that seems to be going with being a human for some reason. And the text will help us why that is so. The separated ones, and I'm totally one of them, I can feel very separated, although we have family and friends and people around us, but sometimes we feel separated. The separated ones have invented many cures, within quotes, quote unquote, for what they believe to be the ills of the world. But the one thing they do not do is to question the reality of the problem. Yet its effects cannot be cured because the problem is not real. The idea for today has the power to end all this foolishness forever. And foolishness it is, despite the serious and tragic forms it may take. This is quite a dramatic paragraph, number 2 in this lesson. What does it say? I will reflect a bit on this. First, it addresses us to the separated ones. And I can remember why it didn't appeal to me once, 30 some years ago, when I read this kind of tone that I experienced to be the tone in the lessons. They say, am I the separated ones? Am I with this bunch? And what does this voice in this book tell me that I'm going through and all that? And still, when I read this way of directly address us as you are separated because you have chosen. Everything is a choice. You have chosen, it says. It implies that we have, that I have chosen a picture of the world. I have chosen to experience the world in a false way. And that's a bit challenging because it will actually take us to a place where we drop it once and for all. Drop the opinions, we drop the interest for news, we drop judgments of ourselves and the surrounding and what we think of this and that. We are encouraged just to drop it. And then what comes up in many of us is, of course, the word but. But if I don't read the news, look at the news, take part, if I don't have an opinion of this and that, and if I don't, but, I will be totally ignorant, I will know nothing, I will be in some kind of intellectual vacuum, maybe that's good. And the word but will come up in so many of us, and it did in me too. But. What if I don't do this and that, and I don't take in information, and I don't have opinion, and I don't know? What will people think? What will I think? To be a social being, it's not that easy. Because it goes with all these illusions of what it means to be a social being amongst others in the world. And it's a great challenge just to drop it. We can also call that thing to drop it, we can also call it surrender. It's a more beautiful word. Surrendering. And last lesson, number 40, we were so gently and so lovingly guided into the knowledge that we are son of God. We are sons and daughters of God. So we belong to God. And we don't have to be in all that noise. The world has speeded up a lot. No one could deny that, I think. And with that comes a lot of stress that has to do with the intellect. So if it has been important throughout our existence as human beings, it's even more important now, because we are challenged, strongly challenged, to take stand for this and that, and to through a lot of angst know what's going on in the world, because it will take the angst away. Because if I am updated, I will have more tools to defend myself and all that. And this lesson is actually about just that. If we think we have to defend something, we are off track. Maybe not in the worldly sense, but in the spiritual sense. And as the world and everything that has to do with this physical world, what we do and what we know and all that, can be taken away from us in a wink. It can change, not taken away, it's so dramatic, but it changes, and we know that. That's why it's so hard to be a human being, because things are changing all the time. What can we rely on? Well, of course, the Miracles is guiding us to what we can rely on, and that is the divinity in ourselves, that place within ourselves that cannot be challenged or destroyed, or actually not even changed, because it is what it is, and that is unthreatened. It can never be threatened. So I will jump now to paragraph 3. Deep within you is everything that is perfect, ready to radiate through you and out onto the world. It will cure and sorrow. It will cure all sorrow and pain and fear and loss, because it will heal the mind that thought these things were real. As I said in my little extension before, all things we thought were real, they are not real, but we will find what is real if we really, really take this in and surrender to surrendering. That's what we have to do, Surrender to surrendering, and without any but what if? Anyway, paragraph 4. You can never be deprived of your perfect holiness, because its source goes with you wherever you go. And that is exactly what I have understood from studying this text for a long time, digesting it and trying over and over and over again, that I don't really, it's not useful for me to go to have dialogues or discussions about, but what if I drop this and that? No. In this particular case, where we are all longing for peace in the world and within. We just have to drop all that and actually respect and love the core in us. And if we don't know the core, we will get to know the core thanks to texts like this. Anyone can do it. And I really hope everyone will find their way. This is one way. Course in Miracles is one way. It's not the only way, luckily. There are many, many ways to the same place. That's good. So this is actually only about one thing, and that is surrendering. What is surrendering? It is definitely not like in a cowboy movie, and we are showing the white flag to the Indians, that we surrender, we give up. Surrendering is not giving up. Surrendering is to drop everything, every thought, every opinion, every aim, every what should I say? Every effort to rely on one thing, and that is the divinity within us, and actually without us too, because it's everywhere. And it's important these days to do that, because we cannot be in a higher vibration than the vibration of surrendering, as in comes the beautiful divine gratitude, true gratitude, and feeling of that a wonder, a miracle is happening to us, because the miracle is the higher vibration, the higher the knowledge of love. And we need that, especially now when the world is changing in a very good way. It doesn't seem like that, but that is part of the creation. Many people know what I mean with that, and if you don't know what I mean, you will know very soon that in every creative process there must always be a contrast, because we can't see the light without the dark. And I know it's a very used metaphor, but it's nevertheless very true. So what is coming now, and that is also the reason why I have chosen to read these lessons out loud on YouTube, because we are upon a big change of vibration, and it's very, very, very good to be as tuned in to that kind of high, loving, light vibration as we go along, because it will benefit the whole world, it will benefit everyone. And so I should actually sit here with a big smile on my face, because it's good. And surrendering to all this is the absolute most wonderful thing we can do today. Thank you for listening. See you soon.